Hey guys, this is Dinosaur Drawer, and this is part 3 on how to draw the chasmosaurus. Alright. So yeah, get a lot of shading into your drawing. Like over here, and when the shading part is done, you can always just put in those little details and stuff. You can also go over everything and putting in scales everywhere, whatever you want to do with it. But just make sure you don't press down too hard on your pencil while creating these scales, because if you press down too hard, some areas will turn out to look very bad. So yeah, alright, let's get a little bit more going on around here. Make it a little darker over here. And also over here, make it very dark as well. With these kind of lines. And also, doing some draw has a lot of very good videos. I think he's very good at drawing dinosaurs the way they are supposed to look. Very accurate, scientifically accurate. And he really has some great videos. So if you if you're really looking for another kind of dinosaur art channel, then he is someone that I would recommend watching. He uploads very cool videos. He even uploaded his own kind of hybrid. He does a lot of hybrids actually. He has more than one video about his own kind of. I'm not sure if all of them are his own hybrids, but I'm pretty sure that he does a lot of hybrid videos. So you really should check him out. It's really worth your time. So I'm going to mention him again near the end of the video, and so you guys can check him out immediately. And also again, Immortal Dragon, I believe it was. You should also check out his channel. He also has a lot of cool time-lapse videos, also with color. So some people said that there weren't a lot of YouTubers that used colors on their dinosaur drawings, and he does use colors, so that's one thing to mention about it. So if you're really interested in seeing some colored drawings, you should check him out. His name is Immortal Dragon. So I'm going to mention both of them again at the end of the video. At least if I don't forget. And if I forget, I'll put them in the description. So yeah, get really dark kind of tone into this belly part. And also over here it should be a little bit darker. Just like that. Alright, it's really starting to look quite okay, I believe. And over here, I'm going to erase this a little. I'm not really happy with how it looks. It doesn't really look natural, so I want it to look a little bit more natural. So what I'm going to do, I'm going over it and then just kind of make these little lines again, like what I always do, to create something like a little bit of depth into it. Put a few wrinkles around his nose over here. So in my opinion, this looks 10 times better already. And also a little bit detail on his mouth. And put in some shadow over here. And a few scales and stuff. Alright, the head is about done. The only thing that we still need on the head is the horns. But we'll come back for that later. And I want this highlight to be gone. Okay. That's better. Alright. And that's my dog. So now let's get some detail into this leg, actually. And here's supposed to be his nail. Another nail is supposed to be over there. And just get those kind of little scales in again. They disappear over there. A few lines coming from the bottom of his feet. Make this a little darker so it's better visible. Well, it's a little bit too dark right now, so we don't want it to be too dark, but we do want it to be very dark. So this is a little better. This is better. There are some people that say that when you erase your drawing, you can't be a real good artist or anything. But actually the fact is that very good artists use their erasers also. And they use it a lot. So don't be afraid to use your eraser. Alright, and put some scales everywhere. That should be good for that one. Now over here we could add a little bit more shade and stuff. A few more lines. And we can try to add this really big muscle. Well, let's make two of them over here. Two really big muscles. One really big one over here. As always, kind of ends over here. And then there's one more over here. And a line over there. Alright, so let's get started on putting in the shadow of his muscles. And of course we need the knee also. So this should be about okay. The shapes and stuff. Alright. Do the same thing over here. And let's make this go like this. And this one like this. And also for when you're using an eraser, You can also use it to create different kind of textures, and you can even use it to create mist or smoke. So maybe I'll do a tutorial on those things later on. And these lines just go like this. And then over here it does almost the same thing, but it comes from a different area. So let's say that the sun is coming from above, then that's why there's multiple shadows on different sides. It's almost like a heart shape. Alright. That's about fine. Now let's get into this and also start drawing some lines from over here, because there's also a muscle over here. Make these lines very dark. Get the nails in. Some scales. Make sure you darken this line first. And get some lines from underneath his foot. So yeah, in the weekends I will not be uploading anymore, because it really takes a lot of time and effort to create these videos, and it takes away my whole evening. For example, I'll be busy with this video for about 3 to 4 hours, and I also upload time-lapse videos sometimes, and the other colored dinosaur cost me about 3.5 hours, maybe even 4 hours, I'm not sure anymore. But yeah, it really takes a lot of time to create these videos, and I didn't even speak about the editing of the video and stuff, which also took about 1.5 hours. So yeah, it's really really takes a lot of time to create them, and that's why I decided to not upload in the weekends. So Saturday and Sunday I'm not uploading, and then Monday I'll be uploading again. Alright, starting to look pretty okay. You see me going over everything a couple of times more than what you would maybe like to do. But the reason that I'm going over everything is just to create a little bit more detail and stuff, a little bit more. For example, when you put down a couple of lines like over here, and you leave it like this, it will just look really strange. But when you go over it with a little bit more detail, like what I'm doing right now, creating some wrinkles and stuff, and it really makes the drawing look a little bit more real, even though you can still see those lines and stuff. The drawing still looks quite realistic. So I'll be making a couple of wrinkles over here again, just a few, and that would be enough. And I can darken them a little so they are a little bit better visible, like this. One more over here, and this should be fine. I could also make a few wrinkles over here. So yeah, alright, let's do the last foot. Put the nails into place. It was really hard to get this foot like it is right now. So if you get it, if it looks right the first time and it isn't perfect, just don't change it, because it's probably going to be the case that you can't get it better than what it was. So when you erase it once, you kind of lose it. You lose the real good looking kind of foot. So that's really hard, actually. And some people might say that it still looks good when I erase it a couple of times, and some people might think, why is he erasing it? And they don't see the reason why I erase those lines. But to you they might look pretty good, but to me they look really bad. So I'm just making this part a little darker because I believe this is not dark enough yet. I want those nails to be a bit more pronounced. Darkening this a little. Alright. And let's get the horns with a little bit more detail. So we're just going to draw a couple of lines like this, and that's going to be it. Make sure you leave plenty of highlights. This one isn't dark enough yet, so let's get a couple of more darker lines in it. And that looks a little bit better, in my opinion, at least. Maybe we should get this a little darker. Alright, that's fine. Now also do the same thing with these kind of horns, but don't put too much detail into them. Just color in one side roughly, and then leave the other part white. Alright, and now we are at the point where we can try and add some more little tiny small details and stuff. So I'm just darkening in this line a little bit. Oh, my graphite is done, so I'll have to get another one. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, my graphite pencil was empty. The graphite was literally used up. So yeah, just put those kind of scales everywhere. You can just put them all over his body, or you could just systematically look at some parts that will be more appealing and stuff, and then just put them over there, like over here, this area. this might be an area that people wanna look at and check it out a little closer. So they stare longer at one space to see all the little tiny details in it. That sometimes happens. And you can very lightly put some scales on those kind of highlights. And also over here you can also put a few scales, and over here as well, because this part isn't very detailed, so you might want to put a couple of scales over there. Just get a couple over there and kind of make them go down just a little bit. A few down here and also a few down here as well. And maybe a couple of scales on his tail. Just going over the highlights and stuff. So I'm going to put scales all over his tail, so I'll be back. Alright. So this part is still a little bit light, so I'll be putting a few scales over here as well. Make sure, again, you don't press down too hard on your pencil on this part, because otherwise the scales will just look too dark and it's not really compatible with the rest of the drawing. And also over here, because this part is also still very white and blank. Alright. I believe that we are about done with this drawing. Maybe this could be a little bit darker actually. I'm seeing some things right now because I put in the scales, the tone of the drawing gets a little bit more distorted a little. Bit more shadow over here. And then I would say that we're about done with this drawing. So at first I didn't really like how the hat turned out, but right now I really love how the head turned out. I mean, this part isn't perfect, but the rest of his head is really looks really cool. Alright, so let's put in a little bit of shadow over here. A little bit of shadow over here. And of course erase these lines because we don't really need them anymore. And also over here erase some lines. Don't forget to erase the lines that you don't need anymore at certain parts of your progress of your drawing, because the end result will be much cleaner and will look a lot better. Oh, I accidentally went over this part a little, but that's nothing we can't fix. Alright. I'm sorry, that's my dog. Alright, so we're about done. And if you didn't know about it yet, I'm going to hold a drawing competition. And the only thing you need to do to compete in it is you can add me on Google+, you can send me a message on via an email. I'll put my email address in the description, well, in the comments below actually. And you can also add me on Instagram, yes, it's Instagram. And I'll put everything down in the description. And the requirements are, well, actually the rules are, you have to draw one of my tutorial videos, and you can do whatever you like with it. You can put color into the drawing, you can make it better than my tutorial drawing, and then just let me know on Google Plus or Instagram or my mail if you're done, and I can take a look at it, or you can send me the picture of your drawing, and then I'll be showing your drawings to everyone who's watching the outcome. And so yeah, you will have until Wednesday next week. So if you want to join me, just let me know in the comments below. Oh, well, if you want to join the drawing competition, I mean, just let me know in the comments below, and yeah, everyone can join. Good or bad artists, it doesn't really matter, but everyone can join if they want. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new from it. And if you liked the video, leave a like. Comment below what you think about this particular drawing. And don't forget to subscribe. So this was Stein as a Drawer, and goodbye.